My name is Rhapsody and welcome to the new Hearthstone game mode named Tavern Brawl. I believe there's going to be a tiny little vocal line from the dude, from the innkeeper. There's my quests. No? Alright, fine. Damn it. I've just wasted everyone's time. Showdown at Blackrock Mountain. Two epic bosses of Blackrock Mountain are settling things once and for all. So I get a pack for my first victory for the week. It ends in 4 days. I've got 0 wins so far. Let's just jump into it. Now, I have seen a little bit of news about this, and the reason for that is because this came out at 2 AM in my time, so I couldn't exactly play it at that time, but I've seen a little bit of news about it. Some people say that Ragnaros is incredibly underpowered and that Nefarian is overpowered. By the way, you play as either Ragnaros or Nefarian and you're matched up against an opponent who is the opposite. You have a very special deck which has very OP cards, you know, like incredibly high stats and good effects for low mana costs. And so does your opponent. So let's see. If we get Nefarian, we're probably going to win this first match. Ho, ho. Yeah.
Ragnaros. I will have my revenge, dragon.
Okay, so it looks like I've got a relatively dragon-based deck. My cards cost 6 less. I think I want Velastras in my opening hand. I can coin in. I can like get my way into Velastras by using the Dragon Consort, which means I actually want everything except Blackwing Corruptor. Oh, because I can coin the Blackwing Corruptor on my turn 4. 60 health versus, well, effectively 60. Oh, shit! I start on 5? What? Okay. I'm very interested in this, because I want to get Velastras out on a turn where I can use it, because I don't know what cards my opponent has. They might have something so damn powerful that it will just, like, kill Velastras immediately. And I don't want that. I want to actually get some effect out of Velastras. So there's Velastras. Both players have +2 spell damage. I'm not too interested in that. Fill your board with whelps, nor am I interested in that. Oh, I'm not holding a dragon anymore! Right, because I had to play Velastras. Oops. Well, I may as well play another minion then. I fucked up. For some reason, I was just like, yeah, I'm totally holding a dragon. I mean, I'm a dragon myself. It's totally activated. Whoops. So my opponent has the weapon Sulphurus. Death Rattle, your hero power becomes deal 8 damage to a random enemy. So after my opponent uses that weapon the requisite number of times, the hero power changes from summon a 5/1 Magma Rager for 2 mana, which is actually not that bad, right? 2 mana 5/1 is okay. Especially considering I don't have a hero ability to go against it. Interesting. Very interesting. So I kind of want to sacrifice Velastras if I can. I mean, because I think that's the way that my opponent is going to try and clear my board by using Living Bomb there. Living Bomb, if you didn't know, choose an enemy minion. If it lives until the next turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies. So it would have cleared my board, basically. The Dragonkin Hatcher is actually going to fill my board entirely, but I don't know what kind of AoE effects my opponent has, so I'm actually going to go for the hero power here. Avenge whenever a minion dies. Cool. That only gives me 1? At a random spell. Okay, I thought it was... No, the, right, the legendary card actually gives you 2. Right, that makes sense. It costs 0. What? A random spell from any class in your hand and it costs 0. That's incredible. Oh, shit. Now, I don't really know enough about my opponent's deck, other than that they're probably going to have... If they have Living Lava, they're probably going to have Whirling Ash, which is going to be a 2 mana 4/5 Wind Fury. Hey, hey. And they're probably also going to have Son of the Flame, which is going to be a 6... Hang on. My brain's not working. It'll be a 6. 6-3. There we go. 6-3 that does 6 damage when it hits the board. Okay. I mean, the easiest clear is just attack there, or Shadow Flame my own dude, go 5 to the face. If my opponent's gonna remove this, the only obvious way for them to do it is to use Sulfuros, which would cost them the health anyway. Cool. Get to summon myself 2 whelps, which do count as dragons. Interesting. Looks like Open the Gates is gonna summon the exact same type of whelps. Now, if you're wondering what's going on with me making videos on Tavern Brawl, first off, I totally gotta do it. Are you kidding me? It's a video game that I love that has a new mode that's all about, like, new experimental play. I am so interested in this shit. But at the same time, how am I gonna format it? Well, it'll be weekly. That much is obvious, right? There's only one Tavern Brawl each week, and they refresh after a week. Let me just quickly figure out what I'm doing here. Should probably just do that and then fill the board with whelps. But yes, it's going to be weekly, which is probably not the most important thing about it. How am I going to determine when I'm done with the Tavern Brawl, right? So the way that I've thought about it is, at the very least for this opening episode, the way I'm going to do it is... Ooh, corruption on all minions. Ugh. Shall perish in flames. Excellent, you get your next hero power. There we go, Die Insect, perfect. At the start of your turn, give all minions +3 attack. Razorgore is crazy. 10, 16, so I don't have lethal. Another Hellfire, yay. Whoops! Should have played the Blackwing Technique. Oh no, I wouldn't have even had the mana. Your minions +3 attack, so it'll actually power up Razorgore as well. That's excellent. Man, being Nefarian is dope as hell. Oh! It's not even gonna kill it! Not yet, at least. Okay, so Ragnaros has Molten Giants, interesting. And the Corehound Poppies. That's probably not a good idea. Okay, hang on. 7 plus 6 is equal to 13. And then Seal of Light. I am 1 off lethal. Will I get lethal with this Ancestor's Call? What? Ancestor's Call is going to bring out the Blackwing Technician. Lame. At the end of each turn, summon all Corehound Pups that died this turn. So I have to kill both of them in the same turn if I actually want to kill them at all. Hang on. How can I clear this board without losing Razorgore? I don't think I can. I think it has to be Shadow Flame Hellfire. May as well just use Seal of Light, actually. Fuck it, you can have the Blackwing Technician. But yeah, sorry, I was going to be talking about the actual way that I'm going to be formatting this, but I got too engrossed in the video game. God damn it, Blizzard, stop making fun. Damn it. This is probably the part of the game that I wanted to not get to. Shit, interesting. Anyhow, finally I'll talk about what I'm going to be doing for it. So I think that it's just 1 win and then you get the reward. So basically, whichever of these is longer, getting to the reward or playing 3 games, whichever of those is longer, I'll do that. Oh, butts. So I'm apparently really powerful in the early game. My opponent is really powerful in the late game. That's what it looks like to me, at least. Yeah, because they're dropping big minions all the time. I'm not really doing that. Starfire is pretty good. Oh, it costs 0. Cool. Actually, this one's more aggressive, because this one always wins brawls, but there's no brawls right now. Toxitron. Then I'll use that, bite you, Hellfire, to clear the board. Then I'll summon Toxitron and Ancestors call out the Dragonkin. This is just to get as big of a board as I can. I can't have my opponent just remove one of my minions every single turn. It's just not gonna go well for me. But yeah, whichever is longer, 3 games or however long it takes me to get the reward. Okay, so that basically just removes 1 minion and then you've got a 50-50 shot at removing the Dragonkin. Bad luck, buddy. Oh my god, sprint? Wow. Oh my lord. Okay, I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna play Magmatron, because I don't need to develop a board at all. I can just leave the board state as is, whereas my opponent is gonna have to play a card in order to win the game. This kind of just locks them out of the game. If they play a card, they're gonna have damage dealt to them. Oh, no, they're still gonna get 4 armor as well, okay. Interesting. Oh, it's so cool that you can actually play with Flameheart as one of your cards. So they're basically getting 2 armor each time, because they're losing 2 health and then gaining 4 armor, and then losing 2 armor and gaining 4 armor. Well, played is capitalized. What? No, played is not a important noun in that fashion. Okay, so there's our pack. I'm almost certain. I'm almost entirely certain that, yeah, that's it. That's the only reward we're gonna get. But I want to play it a few more times, right? The reward is not the pack. The reward is the fact that it's really cool gameplay. That you get to play with all these cards that you've never played with before. They're incredibly overpowered. You're playing against another person who's also got incredibly overpowered cards. The only way it's going to be annoying is when the Tavern Brawl is very, very obviously tilted one way or the other in terms of balance. Now, the reason I want to talk about that is because the majority of people are saying that if you play Ragnaros, you are going to lose. Because apparently Ragnaros is just not good enough to beat your opponent here. I wouldn't be surprised, to be completely honest. I just played Nefarian. My early game was stupid. If I didn't fuck up with the Velastras play in the early game, yeah, I probably would have just won the game outright. Wouldn't have even been close. So, my idea here is I'm probably going to try and sack the Flame Imp and the Moira Bronzebeard into the Chromatic Drake and see if I can get some mana advantage out of Moira dying, summoning Emperor Tharasan, and going along that line. Of course, the fact that my opponent couldn't summon anything there was incredibly good for me. Summon the Flame? No. Does my opponent have board clear? They could tap to get Hellfire, which would actually be really, really annoying. So instead of going for the face, I'll actually trade. Because this means even if I don't get to trade with Moira Bronzebeard, the Son of the Flame next turn will actually clear the Chromatic Drake. So if my opponent tries to clear my board, they're still not going to be able to clear my board. I've just got to stall out through my opponent's mana advantage. Okay. This is completely fine. I can clear that as well, right? This does 6 damage, yep. So I can clear Velastras. And then attacking that will actually allow me to also summon the Morphin Giant. And then I get to decrease the card cost in all of my hand. Way! So Lucifron, cast Corruption on all other minions. So I can't cast that. unless my opponent basically like opens the gates and kills all of my minions. So the way that they're most likely going to be able to kill my minions, at least from what I've observed playing the Nefarian deck. Oh, I've never seen that animation. Would be to play a big dude and then to Shadow Flame it. So this has been relatively expensive for my opponent. I don't want to just Flame Strike it, and also I can't because I don't have the mana for it. Gosh. I had a relatively good opening, and I'm still having a lot of difficulty here. I say a lot of difficulty, my opponent has 10 more health than me, but they also have, like, an instant card generation mechanic. I just need to get through to the point where Sulfuros becomes the actual Die Insect spell. All spells cost 3 less. Okay, so my opponent is going to be playing the majority of spells. Well, let's see if I can dig through my deck thanks to Electron making my stuff cost 3 less. Golemag costs 1 less for each damage your hero has taken. Okay, and it's just a 20/20. Fine. Cast Corruption on other minions. So it'll die at the start of my next turn. That's not okay. Okay. Oh, shit. Whoops. Just corrupted my own Magma Rager. I should have summoned it afterwards. Yeah, I completely fucked the order on that, but I'm new to this game. That has to make this okay. So I can break this and then use the Molten Rage next turn. God, whenever this minion takes damage, summon a 2/3 elemental with taunt. Kinda cool. Well, the only way I can kill that is by getting a good Die Insect. So, there it goes. Die Insect, please get Chromagus. Thank you very much. So next turn I'll have access to Baron Geddon or Flame Strike. Looks like I'm gonna be going with Flame Strike. Korin Diabrew always wins brawls, add a brawl to your hand. So 9 mana, board clear, plus summon a 4/8, basically. Do I want to even out the board, or do I want to try and defend myself? No, I guess I want to try and even out the board. This is kind of annoying. Because I'm still cards behind my opponent, obviously, with the Wild Magic, drawing them a random card each turn. Not cool. Not cool at all. Oh, gosh. Let's go for the kill first. Really good target to have hit, actually. And I'll summon Gar. So my opponent needs to kill Gar in 1 hit unless they want to deal with those elementals.
For Blackrock.
Draconid Slayer also damages the minions next to whomever he attacks. Okay. Damn it, if that attacked Gar, I would be in an amazing position. So this turn's play has to involve Baron Geddon, right? Because then Baron Geddon is going to be damaging Gar. Can kill either of these, but this one actually does like an incredible effect. So I'll attack that. I'll summon Baron Geddon. then I'll go for the kill. Probably wanted to hit... I mean, this is the only target I really wanted to hit, or the face, so that's 40% chance. You know, not that likely. Then Baron Geddon does his ability, kills Gar, but summons another 2/3, and also kills 2 of those. So I've got like a real good catch-up mechanism here in Koran Diablo. I wonder if there's any heals in the deck other than the Flameheart card draw. I know there's at least 2 of those in the deck because my opponent has used 2 in the last game, but this game, I've only had 1. If my opponent doesn't have the damage to finish that, then that's an amazing miss. Wow, spending 3 cards to do that is actually pretty good for me. They also have a dragon in hand, apparently. Bite, okay. Basically, all my opponent needs to do is have a bigger board than me. Pretty much. Okay, 50-50. Damn it. If I hit the 50-50, I might have summoned the Whirling Ash instead of the Taunt. I don't want my opponent to be able to finish off the Fire Elemental with only 2 damage. So now we're on health parity, and we're in the late game, so I'm going to be just playing all of the cards I draw, except for Golemag, apparently. High Justice Grimoire, at the start of your turn, summon a friendly... summon a legendary. That's crazy. Are you kidding me? At the start of your turn, summon a legendary minion. Fucking don't kill High Justice Grimstone. Don't you fucking dare. I am so interested to see this shit. I wonder if he has the same vocal lines that he had in the actual challenges. Introducing... yeah, that kind of stuff. Okay. Can get the Living Lava. Don't you dare touch my Bay. High Grimstone. You fuck knuckle! How dare you? Okay, so I can do 8 damage to face. I think keeping Koran Diablo in my hand is going to be a better play. Because I would like to actually be able to play Koran Diablo, clear the board, right? Solemn Vigil. Basically, that was 2 mana, draw 2 cards. That's crazy. Hero Power, 2 mana, draw 2 cards. I mean, obviously, this is a 2 mana 6/6 taunt, so I guess I can't talk about this in terms of the card value I would usually expect to get from things. But still, crazy. Organotron, boot sequence, commence. Let's go with this first. Goodbye. Boom! Nice. I'm not getting the visceral effect of the kind of bitch slap, the backhanded bitch slap that I was trying to give there. Okay. Last match. I'm going to play a lot more of this off camera, but if I'm going to be doing this as a weekly series on top of all of the other Hearthstone Arena and all of the other video requirements that I have, sorry, video commitments that I have, rather, I should probably keep my Tavern Brawling to at least a minimum. Explore the new lovely things that are going on, and then move on. Flameheart is something that I only want... oh, wait, no, if my opponent plays Arcanatron or Velastras... no, Velastras is only for my opponent, right? I think Velastras is only for my opponent. Your cards cost... yeah, it's only for my opponent. But if my opponent plays Arcanatron early, I guess I'll be able to Flameheart. No, I should have mulliganed it. Oh my god, Living Bomb is amazing. I'm very glad to have it. I'm curving out relatively well right now. If my opponent's board is pretty intimidating, I'll be able to Living Bomb in the early game, which is going to be really good. because it's kind of like a huge power spike card for me. It does allow my opponent to get another turn of attacks in with whatever cards they're using. But whatever. Twisted Fate is our opponent. Is that the name of a League of Legends champion, I believe? Twisted Fate. He can teleport anywhere on the map as his ultimate skill. I think that's it. I should have attacked that. I should have attacked that. And the reason is because then it would die trying to attack the living lava. And then I would have my attack next turn to pepper something down a little so that I can kill it with the Son of the Flame. Yeah.
I wield the power of Black Wind.
Oh, going for the coin for the hero power. I don't think that's super effective right now. I mean, I guess it does cost 0, so that's actually pretty good. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Taste the flames of Showdown.
I'm getting very close to popping this Sulphurous in the other game. Which is lovely. It'd be cool if the opponent's deck had a Harrison Jones, right? You have to decide, do I want to give my opponent this massively powerful hero power, or do I want the cards? Sorry, do I want to give them this hero power so I can get the cards, or do I want to not, basically? Hellfire or Shadow Flame makes me the saddest dude of all time, so I'm actually going to trade down. And you have to remember, our opponent is effectively kind of like tempo aggression, right? They've got a huge mana advantage that they just get given at the outset, and they just play big things. We need to just deal with all of their big things and get to our own late game where we play bigger things, right? So we're almost a control deck in this matchup. So playing it slow is completely fine. Do you have demons in your deck? No, yeah, you've got worthless imps. Let me summon a 5/1, get killed by a worthless imp. Woo! So, Corehound pops. Let's think about this a little. Key Lago, who sent you a friend's request. Yep. Was that the last person I played? No, Z Styles was the last person I played. Okay. Corehound pop. At the end of each turn, so not only mine nor my opponent, summon all Corehound pops that died this turn. So I can sacrifice them, basically. As long as I keep one, I can sacrifice them. I wonder how many of that card, the Corehound Puppies card, is in this deck. Because if you played a number of those at the same time, you would basically have, like, kind of a full board of 2 4s, right? It'd be really cool. It'd be like kind of when you let your opponent get 2... Oh, what are they called again? 2 Kel'Thuzad's. This is obvious. Just do this first, then decide what you want to do with your turn. Or... Yeah. You've got to have the damage to finish that off. Yeah, there you go. Are you kidding me? So, we've just learned that there are more. Yeah! Fuck yes. And it looks like each of them summons 2 that died, and then summons 2 that died. So it does work in the same way that Kel'Thuzad does, right? Where if you have more than one Kel'Thuzad summoning dead minions, it will summon 2 of the dead minions. I hate you so much. That was the coolest thing that ever happened. All right, in terms of damage output, I want to do that. Baron Geddon is a 7-5 over the top of a 6-6, not incredibly important, whereas it is more important when my opponent uses Open the Gates or when they use one of the Dragonkin that actually summons whelps, because then I can just delete them from the field. Like, it's like, that didn't happen, I guess. I can also use it as an activator for Gar, as we found out last game. That's why you don't fucking play Baron Geddon. Bye-bye. They all burned. We could have won with those Corehound pups by themselves. God. I'm still glad that I got the playoff. It was interesting, at least to me. My opponents are getting a lot of Solemn Vigils from that. I never got a Solemn Vigil. The only Paladin spell I think I got was the Avenge. And it didn't exactly champion my victory. But yeah, I think 3 videos is a decent length to the point where I get to actually get relatively in-depth with the ideas behind it, but I also don't get bored of the gimmick, and I don't get frustrated if it is a like imbalanced gimmick, because obviously if it's weekly rotation, they can't be playtested as thoroughly as the majority of things that Blizzard playtests. That said, even the things they thoroughly playtest sometimes are complete bullshit. Undertaker. I kind of want the 8 damage to go to face, really. No. I'll save this for removal on a different target. Okay, well, it went for face. Perfect. I can double living bomb. I've even got flame strike for the board. Oh, it's over. It's been over for a while now. What are these people talking about with their Ragnaros is not powerful enough to win the game? GG, well played. I got Ragnaros, I'm gonna concede. What are these people on about? Maybe it's been fixed since. Maybe some of the things have been like hot fixed, as in like mana costs and stuff like that. Maybe something has changed, but there's been a lot of complaining about that. I mean, of course, there's also the example of the fact that I have a very, very small sample size. I've played 2 Ragnaros games, and it looks like I'm going to have won both of them. It's not a large sample size at all. Yep. And that's lethal. I had 14 damage on board, not even including my hero power. That is the Showdown at Blackrock Mountain, the Tavern Brawl. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself as much as I have with this new game mode. It should also be moved above Arena, because it's like, just make it more symmetrical, yo, because Tavern Brawl is a lot longer than the Arena. Whatever. Let's open the pack that we got as a response to doing all of that. Ah. Oh, it's been such a long time since I've seen the classic packs. Probably my last watch and learn quest, basically. My name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Hearthstone, the name of the thing was the Blackrock Showdown thingy, the Tavern Brawl. I am so pleased to see some new game modes in Hearthstone. I cannot wait to see each of the weekly iterations of how this goes and how it develops. It's gonna be amazing. Hopefully you'll stick with me along that journey. There's playlists in the description down below for Arena, Tavern Brawl, Ranked, and all of my adventures in Hearthstone, past, present, and future. And hopefully, we'll see you next time.